Hello, I'm Christine. I'd like to introduce you to a revolutionary new product that's sweeping across the nation. It's called Vella Venetian Plaster. Have you heard of it? Come with me, let me introduce you. Vella Venetian Plaster comes in two different types, Vella or Liscio. Either product can be used to create dynamic finishes, and it comes in three different sizes for you to choose from. A 3.5 gallon, 1 gallon, or 1 quart sizes. The 1 quart sizes are used to do color matching or color sampling. After you've used Vella or Liscio, your final stage will be with wax. The wax comes in either clear, mahogany, or walnut. But your options don't stop there. You have 9 shades of metallics that can be added to any of the waxes to create an even more dynamic look. Wow, your walls are gonna look great. I bet you wanna know how to do this. Come with me, I'm gonna introduce you to Dan and he's going to explain. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Dan. Today we're going to give you an in-depth demonstration on how these products are applied so that you can put this into your own home. For instance, this design showroom here was done with a Vella base coat and a Liscio top coat. Everything throughout this whole studio is completed with a colored wax on all of these walls here, and then these sawtooth walls were actually done in different colors to give the variations from the flooring designs that they have here. For instance, this would be a Vella finish, and this would be a Vella finish with a metallic over it. Over here we would have a Liscio finish that would be over Vella, and again we'd have a multicolored metallic wall here. We're going to give you a complete demonstration on these walls and how this product is applied, and you'll be able to learn a lot. We're going to show you a process in where we spray actual Vella over the top of a level 3 drywall. What this is this is coated with 2 coats of drywall mud. There's no primer, and what we're going to do is we're going to prepare the Vella to spray through an airless sprayer. Take a little drill mixer and just go ahead and blend up the material and get it ready to go through the airless machine. All right, we've got the airless sprayer set up now, and it's pumping the Vella through the hose now, and we're actually spraying it on the wall. So why don't you come on inside and take a look at this. As the application goes through, you can see the Vella spreads on very smoothly. We just go through and run a coat all the way on through. It just barely puts a very small stipple on the wall. This effect covers material very quickly. I mean, we'll probably run through 10, 15 gallons for every 15, 20 minutes. So you can put quite a bit of Vella on using this airless method. We will spray horizontally and then come back and run a vertical, back and up and down, just to go back and fill everything in, making sure we have a nice even coat everywhere. We're going to shoot a different method here by using actual texture rig. You can texture spraying Vella anytime, anywhere. This machine works very well to go ahead and putty coat walls up with, and you can even back roll out with a 1/2-inch nap roller. We'll give you a little demonstration and show you how that works. So either effect, you can get Vella to work through sprayers by either running texture machines or airless. Airless does run a little bit more of a smooth flow. You don't have to back roll with an airless. However, if it's a texture machine you have, this isn't much labor at all in comparison to trying to hand coat a whole wall. This actually works a lot faster than straight putty coat. One thing we want to do is we're going to go ahead. This has all been base coated through the house. What we want to do is apply a second coat of material. We'll allow Tommy to shoot this on here, and then we'll take it, and as the material's setting up, we'll run our spatula over the top. We'll actually probably run a 12-inch broad knife on this one to give you this effect on how we can actually apply a second coat with a spray rig. All right, after you let the material set up for a minute or two, since we do have a base coat on, the second coat sucks up into that base coat really quickly. So you're going to get yourself a material that's pretty much ready to use instantaneously. And what we do is we just take this broad knife and you just run through and just knock it down, creating a nice, really cool effect. Now you can make this smooth if you want, or in this characteristic here, we're using a cat-faced finish. And that's one effect that you can make by spraying Vella on the walls. First, start with preparing the area by masking off the floor and substrates relative to your project. Be sure to remove any dust, loose paint, and repair any surface cracks if it's necessary. Also be sure to thoroughly mix the product before applying it. Here I'm demonstrating using a 10-inch broad knife and a mud pan. Apply the base coat in random directions. It's important to apply the product in this method to avoid leaving straight lines while keeping the broad knife almost flat to the surface. The base coat thickness should be approximately 1/16 to 1/8 inch on average. A slightly thicker base coat may be necessary if you're covering over existing textures. To apply the second coat, I'm using a 6-inch spatula and a mud pan. Apply by keeping the tool flat to the surface, use a small amount of plaster, and apply in thin overlapping cross patterns. Slightly raise the angle of the spatula to spread any excess plaster evenly. This method creates character and color variation in the finish. Dramatic effects can be achieved by sporadically adding an accent color over areas of the base coat. Although Vella is an opaque material and will cover any pre-existing color that it's applied over, the second coat can be manipulated by application techniques, creating a semi-translucent effect. In this demonstration, I apply the accent color to designated areas over a dry base coat and allow it to dry. I apply the second coat using the standard technique, but raise the angle of the spatula when applying over the accent color. Raising the angle of the tool removes most of the second coat, exposing subtle shades of the accent color and allow them to show through. Liscios are resin-based synthetic plaster used to create higher sheen finishes when desired. It can also be used to create a contemporary look, depending on style or design. I apply Liscio using two 6-inch spatulas for control. Colored waxes are ideal when you desire an old-world look or feel. It is also used for altering the plaster color. You can use colored wax over light and dark tones. Proper application of Vella products will allow you to achieve extraordinary results. Vella products offer many possibilities for one-of-a-kind finishes that can be achieved with ease. Finishes that cannot be achieved with paint. Vella also offers additives that can be mixed into the product for special effects. Our Vecchio product is packaged crushed marble. Mixing Vecchio into Vella products will create an exposed marble aggregate finish. It's important to apply metallics over a surface that has been waxed and allowed to dry. A wax surface will limit the metallic intensity. Here I used walnut wax over the multicolored application technique. I apply the metallics using two 6-inch spatulas, one for the material and one for the application.